The tunacado has been taking TikTok by storm, but it's time to switch up the game with an Indian twist. Say hello to the chili cheese tuna melt. Let's make it. I'm a huge fan of tuna sandwiches. In fact, I go to Subway often to pick up a 6-inch tuna with all the fixings. And when this trend went viral on TikTok, I knew that I had to come at you with one of my favorite tuna sandwich recipes. And this chili cheese tuna melt does the trick every single time. And it's so easy to make, okay? So we're gonna start off with some albacore tuna, which I've just drained. This is nice and flaky. We're gonna add it to a bowl, and I'm gonna use a fork to break it up until it's nice and fine. We're gonna top the tuna off with a little bit of mayo, and I'm gonna season with salt and pepper to taste. And again, we're gonna mash that mayo in, mixing it in with the tuna until it's fairly smooth. So because this is chili cheese toast, I wanna add those elements of the classic Indian street food into this dish. So we're going in with some finely diced red onions, which are gonna add some lovely crunch, as well as a seeded jalapeno, which I've finely minced. And we're gonna fold that into the salad, and that's ready. It's good to go. I want a bit of freshness and heat injected into the sandwich, and we're gonna do that by making a coriander chutney, which is so easy. I'm just gonna add a bunch of coriander to a blender and top it off with some Thai green chilies, which are gonna add an intense amount of heat, a little bit of sweet white onion, the juice of 1 lemon, as well as a bit of salt to taste. And we're gonna blend that up until it's nice and smooth. Look at that green color. It is crazy, and it's gonna be perfect in this sandwich. Now let's talk bread, okay? So today I am using a calabrese loaf that I got my supermarket to cut up for me nice and thin. The key is you wanna use a bread that is nice and hearty and sturdy so that when you go to toast it, it gets incredibly crispy. So you wanna have like the crunch of the bread, the creamy tuna on the inside, the gooey cheese. That combo of textures is crazy good. So we're gonna start off with a slice of that bread. I'm gonna take a couple of tablespoons of the coriander chutney and smear it all over the top. Then we're gonna take a generous amount of the tuna salad and pile it on top, smooth it out into one even layer. And now is when I'm gonna go in with my third set of chilies. I'm going in with some hot pickled peppers. These always make my mouth water, they're so good. We're gonna add some sliced Swiss cheese on top. You can also use cheddar if you like. And I'm gonna top it off with that second piece of bread. So I'm gonna grill my sandwich on an indoor grill today, but you can just as easily do this in a dry frying pan. I'm gonna slide my sandwich in, press down, and we're gonna grill it for about 5 to 6 minutes until it's crunchy and crispy on the outside and gooey and hot in the middle. And just like that, our chili cheese tuna melt is ready. Hot off the grill. The sandwich is so crispy and crunchy on the outside. Let's give it a taste. This sandwich is unreal. I love all the flavors that come together. The very first thing, when you bite in, you get the mega crunch of the bread. It pays to keep it in the grill a touch longer so that it's nice and crispy. And then you get that fiery, spicy chutney come through. It's acidic, it's fresh from the coriander and the lemon, and it pairs with the tuna so well. And then you have the crispy onions, that little bit of jalapeno in there for heat, those pickled chilies on top. I love pickled chilies. And of course, that blanket of Swiss cheese that is just melted beautifully. Before I go in for the next bite, the next time you want to make a classic sandwich but spin it on its head, consider this chili cheese tuna melt. You won't regret it.